Yeah, welcome to the pre-match press conference of the first match of the Super Cup, the Kalinga Super Cup, uh, Kerala Blasters versus East Bengal. We have Kerala Blasters head coach David Catala along with player Adrian Luna. Welcome both of you. I'll start off with one question to coach and Adrian, and then we'll throw the floor open for questions from the media. So, coach, coming to you first, please let us know about your thoughts for the game.
Okay, we are of course excited to start competing and start playing the competition. I think we have been working these 2 weeks with the team. I see the players ready for that competition, and we'll see. But the idea is to compete all the games, and we cannot wait for the game of tomorrow.
Adrian, your thoughts, please.
More or less the same. The team have trained good these 2 weeks, 3 weeks that we've been doing these little trainings. It's important for us um, to approach this game with the maximum, you know, um, how you call it, how you can call it, with the best approach. It's important for us. It's the first game. We open up the tournament. It's important for us to go through, and I think we are ready for the game. We are ready for what is coming, and as the coach said, we are excited about this new competition.
Okay, we already have a lot of questions coming in, so we'll dive straight into it. The first question is for Adrian. It's from Aswati from The Bridge. Aswati asks, Luna, this is a fresh start for the club with a new coach. As captain, how have you been helping the squad adapt to Catala's ideas and intensity?
It's not only about me; it's about the entire squad. To understand the idea that the coach have, it's important for him to be compact, to be very very compact in defense, and then when we have the ball, we will try to play to damage the rival. And for us, it's very important that we are when we step on the pitch, we compete against every team. And I know it's been 2, 3 weeks that we are working together, but the principle of how he wants to play are there. We know how he want to approach the game, and we are ready.
Coach, the next question again from Aswati. Um, Throughout the ISL season, Kerala Blasters struggled with individual errors, especially from defenders and goalkeepers. How are you planning to address and minimize those mistakes under your system?
Yes, it's true that the team had a little bit problems in defense, but it's just matter to try to arrange these small details that sometimes cost in conceding goals. But the important for me is the teamwork. It's not just defense. It's all the teams, all the players. They need the maximum, let's say, performance, the maximum concentration to try to avoid these small details or many mistakes that they concede in the past, and try to minimize these mistakes. But for me, the main point is to try to work together, to try to be compact, and to try to be really a team, even in defense and in attack.
Regin has a question for coach. You have mentioned about the importance of compactness in your game, which really was the major setback and weak point, which resulted in a poor season for KBFC. What are the alterations you have done to clear it out?
No, also is not easy. It's not easy to try to change many things in just, I think we did 15 trainings since I came. So it's normal that there is a lot of things that I would like to change. But for me, I try to just to work the main aspects of the team, and to try to let the players to be by themselves, to get confidence by themselves, to try as all of them. And for me, this is important, to try to convince them and to make a good work.
Shayan from IFF asks, can you share your initial impressions of the club, the squad, and the fans?
No, my initial impressions since the first day that I came, I realized how it means to be here in Kerala Blasters, how much people or how many people there is around, the supporters, how they push, and they are supporting even in the trainings, in the street. So it means I know the importance that they have for them, this Super Cup. But okay, we have to be focused in our work. We have to be realistic where we are right now, where we are coming, and that's it for me. Is I repeat myself, it's important to have all the players ready and to try to compete as much as we can in this competition.
Rahul from Rev Sports, he also has a question for coach. How do you manage to gel with the footballers within such a short period of time? And also, he asks, are there any injury concerns heading into the Super Cup?
I repeat myself, just I try to give confidence to them, to let them say to play free, to play with more confidence, to try to believe more in themselves, because I know that some of the players, or most of the players, they are a little bit disappointed about the season, how it was, and try to change this mentality, try to change this approaching. That for me is going to be important, just to try to finish the end of the season with the best experience, with the best solutions. And for me, that is the point.
Up next, Rutvich from Field Vision, he asks, his question is for the coach, my apologies. How tough is it to take over the team in this last part of the season?
No, for me, it's not tough. It's not tough. For me, it's a challenge. It's a good challenge, but I came here knowing what is going to be here. And for me, it's a big illusion, huge illusion to take over this team. I know the quality of the team, the players. I know how it means to be here. So for me, it's not tough. For me, it's a good challenge to develop myself, to try to give the tools to the players to try to make them better. And this is the important, but it's not gonna be, it's not tough. It's al contrary. For me, it's a huge illusion to be here.
Ranjan Roy from the Sakal newspaper asks, how would the Super Cup be useful in terms of development? I believe the development is meant for your side.
Okay, I repeat, we will compete this competition as much as we can. We know that the difficulties, we know that the team is coming from, let's say, not the best season. And now I know the expectations that the people can have about the team, around the team. We are the ones that we are going to put our best. But our reality is that we need to compete as much as we know, as much as we can, if we want to succeed. But it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be a hard work, of course. But just to be focused in tomorrow's game, and after we'll see.
Up next, we have Arun George from On Manorama, and he has a question from Adrian. He asks, unlike in a league, you can't have even one bad match in the cup. So after a poor season, how well prepared are Kerala Blasters for this event?
The season is gone. We have to forget about it. Of course, nobody is happy about the season. Nobody is proud about the season that we had. But it's a new competition. It's a fresh start. It's important for us, as I say, that we compete, that we try to go through as much as we can. And the team is focused about the next game, and that is in our head. Nothing else. It's Bengal, and then we will see what is next.
Arun asks the coach Arun asks the coach about why do you think, coach, a club like Kerala Blasters is so popular despite not having won as many trophies as compared to maybe some of the other clubs?
And what is the question? Sorry, say again.
He asks about the popularity of Kerala Blasters. Why do you think the club is so popular and powerful as Kerala Blasters, but have not won as many trophies as some of the other clubs in the league? Yeah.
Yes, this is a good question. This is a good question because this is a club with a huge fans, huge people following this club and this team. But it means that we need to do the things better. We need to improve as a club, as a team, maybe looking for a future to try to change things. And it's in our mind. I came here with that illusion that to try to get trophies to this cup, to try to that we need to do it following one process. It's not easy just to say we want to win trophies and we'll do it. So all of that, we need a work, we need a process, we need a good organization for the club, and it's a matter of time that for sure, I'm really sure that this club is going to succeed.
We will take the last three questions. Next one is from Farzan, and his question is for the coach. He asks, how are you approaching the integration of the 6 foreign players into the starting 11? Are you planning to include all of them? And what specific role or impact do you expect them to have in tomorrow's match?
Of course, I will not tell you if tomorrow they will be on the first 11, but we know the importance that all the players have in the team, especially the foreign players, the quality that they have, that they show in the team, for me are very important. And for sure, they have to show their best because the team needs not just the foreign players, we need all the players to be. But it's true that the foreign players in that case, they have to make a step forward and they have to show the commitment with the team that I'm pretty sure that they will do it.
The second last question is from Achinto Chakraborty. He asks, I believe this is a question for the coach. How do you rate your opponents, East Bengal?
Okay, we know that it's a team that it is well compact. The 2 or 3 things that they are doing really well. We know the importance of the strikers. They have very good strikers. And it's a team that if we try to have the ball and to try to move them, we can have a lot of options to win. But it's a team that also is very well worked. And I know the coach, that is a coach that they know how to work the teams. So it's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be difficult, but I'm pretty sure that if we can know how to play them, we can have a lot of options to win.
Okay. Next question from Sanjay Sarkar, also for the coach, and here's a question on similar lines. Sir, I ask you to please mute your video and audio as it impedes with the progression of the press conference. Mr. Swadhin Alok, please mute your video and audio. Yeah. The last question from Sanjay Sarkar. He asks, do you have any idea about the opponents East Bengal? They are in defending champion, though they didn't have a good season in ISL and are dealing with some problems as well. So how would you approach against them?
Yes, we know that they are maybe in similar situation than us, and maybe they had better expectations in the league. Maybe they will use this Super Cup also as a good opportunity to finish a good season, and they are in a similar situation than us. I know that they are the defending champions from last season, and that's it. For sure, both of the teams we will go for winning the match, and it's going to be a passionate game.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for. There are some other questions as I can see, but that's all we have time for. Big thank you to Coach and Adrian for joining us today, and all the best for the match tomorrow and the tournament as a whole. So we'll start with the PC for East Bengal, the second half of the press conference today. Again, just reminding everyone from the media about the house rules. Please keep your videos and audios on mute. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat along with your name and the name of your publication, and we will come to them one by one. I'll start off with one question to both Coach and Mahesh, obviously introducing them. Coach Oscar Bruzon of East Bengal, head coach, and East Bengal's player, Naurem Mahesh Singh. Coach, coming to you first, please tell us about your thoughts on tomorrow's game.
Well, good afternoon. We are working for the last 3 weeks hard, given the importance that it has. As you know, we are the defending champions of the tournament. This tournament gives you the possibility to play in Asia and represent India the next season. So we are well aware of the importance of the tournament, especially when the things this season for us has been a little bit turbulent, as we could not match the expectations generated around the team at the beginning of the season. But I can tell openly that the boys has been working hard, very determined. We are going to come with a few changes in our playing style. The rival tomorrow is an iconic club of the last years of Indian football, Kerala Blasters. They have a new coach. They are in a similar situation as their season has been also, well, a bit erratic. So I believe that tomorrow both teams are going to try to put everything on the pitch, try to progress, and play the next game against the team that has shown more consistent this season, Mohun Bagan. They are waiting in the next stage. So let's see if we can give everything tomorrow on the pitch, get the desired result, progress in the competition, and play a beautiful derby next week.
Coming to Mahesh, Mahesh, first of all, I believe you're on 99 matches for East Bengal. So, should you get a start or game time from the bench tomorrow, it will be your 100th cap. So
this is a little bit the story and the timeline of the season. Overcoming obstacles, especially in form of injuries and availability of some players. We have been adapting to the situation, but honestly, I really believe in the team. I really believe in the core of Indian players that we have, that every time we need that Indian spirit, they were very up to the mark. It's true that we have only five foreigners available, not 4. Saul still, we need to take a last minute call on the participation on Saul and on the game time that we can use him tomorrow. But nothing new. Similar situation of what we have been going through all along the season. And honestly, the team has been gradually improving, progressing, and right now we are in a very good moment of form. We can see that in the practice sessions every day, and I'm not going to try to find excuses about foreigners and Indians. For me, every player is important, and the player that is on the pitch is the player that East Bengal needs.
Next question is from Shayande, also for coach. He asks, East Bengal are defending champions of the Super Cup and they also qualified for the AFC slot last year, qualified for the AFC Challenge League. So is there any extra pressure for you and your team for this edition of the Super Cup?
No, not at all. There is extra motivation, extra boost. This year, same in line with all the season, we did a decent participation in the AFC. We lost against the team that has progressed to the final of the tournament, and we were not worse than them. And it's true that in the moment we are thinking on the next season, we cannot imagine the next season without, again, a participation in the continental tournament. So I prefer to talk about responsibility, about desire, about eagerly trying to repeat our participation in the AFC competition and try to do in all the competitions next year, try to prove that the professionals that will remain here, they can achieve much more better results than the ones that we got this season.
Next question is from Aswati from the Bridge. Coach, much like Kerala Blasters, East Bengal have had a challenging season. What lessons have you taken from the ISL campaign and how is the Super Cup a part of the bounce back process?
The lessons are multiple. A lot of things. After a long time, not for me, not being in India, of course, the coach had to adjust, especially when I came here in mid-season with a team that could not get the first point until the round number 7. But there are a lot of positivities. Since I joined the team in October, our team has, if you take the standings from that moment, we finished 4th in the ASL. So not far from the objective of being top 6. But unfortunately, the bad start of the season has penalized us a lot. We know about the ISL that is, well, all rivals are difficult. There is not an easy game. So overcoming a gap of 10 or 12 points when you have in 7 games only 1 point is very, very difficult. But the team has progressed. The team has been showing more consistent. We have tried a lot of things. We have, as I said before, we have shown a lot of flexibility when we play with every rival. And in this moment, our team, I feel that is in a very good moment of form, of morale, and we are facing this competition with total interest to progress, and again to prove that ourselves that we didn't finish where we deserve to finish.
So there are two more questions from Aswati, but they're on similar lines, so I will just match them into one. Aswati asks, East Bengal and Kerala Blasters obviously always a high voltage fixture regardless of the form. So what are you expecting from this game, especially with both teams having a point to prove, and also that Kerala Blasters under David Catala, does that make the preparation a bit harder in terms of tactics and identifying how they will line up?
I prefer Mahesh, as I reply 3 questions. Please give the question to Mahesh.
Yeah, about preparation against Kerala. Yeah, we till now we focus on ourselves. Like coach give us instruction of what we want to do, how we want to do only. And I think if we do this, the result. We do this better. I think result is in our hand.
We have a question for coach from Rahul from Rev Sports, and Rahul asks, what is your assessment on Saul's fitness?
As I said before, Saul has a little event on his calf muscle. There is nothing bad. The medical results have shown that there is nothing to be worried, but it's true that in the last 2 days he could not complete the practice with the teammates. But today he was doing side work and he was showing quite well. So it's about deciding tomorrow how we can use Saul. Probably he's going to be in the squad list of 20. I is not going to disclose if he's going to start or if he's going to have game time in the second half, but we know that when Saul is in full fitness condition, he's an important player for our team, and I hope that tomorrow he's ready to contribute for trying to get the result that we want.
Prasun Biswas has a question about your starting 11, but since you've already mentioned that you are not going to disclose, we'll skip past that. We'll move on to the next one, which is from Aswati, and this question is for Mahesh. Aswati asks, it's been a long and challenging season for East Bengal. As one of the key Indian players in the squad, how are you approaching this Super Cup as a fresh opportunity?
Obviously, only the Super Cup we are the defending champion, and again as a player I want to go to the AFC again next season, and it's very important for us. And I think we will give everything and hope we get results tomorrow.
Shayak Dipta De asks, is the knockout tournament, it is a knockout tournament, and is Bengal going to face Kerala Blasters in the opening fixtures? So how will you approach the match, coach? I believe it is for the coach. Yeah, it has not mentioned.
Yeah, it's true. This format is quite peculiar. Back-to-back games, every in the first case we have a little gap in case we can progress, as the quarterfinal is scheduled on 26. But the tournament is a short-term tournament with no extra time. So what we know is that it's gonna be, if we want to win the tournament, we have to be solid, regular, and focusing on the small details, not making mistakes. The duration of the tournament is clear that is 360 minutes, and in case we finish with draw every game, there are gonna be games. Of course, I'm sure that only with 90 minutes duration, there are gonna be games that are gonna be decided by the penalty shootout. So you need to have all factors in mind. Short tournament, if we can play. If we can deliver on the pitch what we are doing daily here for 360 minutes, as I say before, I'm excited, I'm confident, and we really want to retain the trophy.
Kaushik from Sports Screen, he asks, the defense has not met the mark this season. That Anwar and Yuste both have underperformed. So how are you confident that this time you can take things forward?
I'm not fully agree with this. There is a lot of talks about our defense, but if you look at the numbers, except for the last game with Northeast, that we field a second team, the team has not received a lot of goals. If you compare with the other teams, I think that we are, regarding the goals conceded, we are not amongst the team that has conceded more goals. Probably our problem has been more on the opponent's box. We were creating a lot of opportunities and we were struggling to convert. So it's true also that we are going to come with some defending adjustments, because in 90 minutes, as I say before, the games are going to be decided by small details. You have to be solid not only on the game style but in both boxes, and I don't see that our team has been lacking or worse than other teams of the ISL in defense, but it's true that to win the tournament, only one team from the 15 participating teams will win. So that team has to be the best in both areas, in not conceding goals and in converting the chances that we have. And this is exactly our area of focus.
We will take the last two questions. Both are for coach. Both Kaushik Chakraborty and Shayan ask about the scoring problems for East Bengal. As they put it, Clayton is no longer there and Dimitrios out of form. So, coach, how are you going to deal with that in the Kalinga?
No, Dimi is in perfect form. Again, these are the talks around the team. Dimi is showing every day in practice that he can be the differential player that he was before. Probably the numbers this season doesn't go in the line that we wanted, but Dimi is fully committed to come back to his former form and to make an important participation in the Kalinga Super Cup. Also, we have Messi, an addition of mid-season that has been showing important for us, especially in the penetration moves. And we have players of second line. For example, we have here today our captain Mahesh. We have wingers that can score goals. So I don't believe that the responsibility of scoring goals should go to one player, but it should go to all the players that has the responsibility to do the attack moves. As I say before, we need to improve the actions on the box. We need to improve our conversion ratio, and in that we have been working the past weeks, and it's giving very good signs. What we are experiencing every day in practice, I can see that there is an upgrade in our team and a big opportunity for us to show again that the season didn't go the way we wanted, but East Bengal still is a team that has things to say.
The last question, I believe it's for both of you, both coach and Mahesh, and it's a perfect question to end the press conference. Shayan Dey from Rev Sports asks, many fans are coming over from Kolkata rather, to cheer for East Bengal. What do you have to say about the fans? I think both of you can take this question.
Mahesh, please.
Obviously, for the fans, it's very difficult. Like us, only they were there. Even last Super Cup also they were there, and even right now we are not getting result, and still they used to come for every match. I think we can get something this time before the end of the season.
Okay, we come to the end of the press conference with that. There were a few more questions, and we apologize that we could not take it. We are running short of time.
Let me please add something. As our fans are the drive of the club, it's very clear from us that we are on their shoes. We understand the frustration, especially when our main rival Mohan Bagan is lifting all the trophies of the season. With good sportsmanship, we want to appreciate that and congratulate them, but we are not gonna easily accept the situation. So we know what is their feeling. We know that they are always backupping us to try to lift the club level, the club performances and the trophies. This season for the senior team has been difficult. We won the Kolkata League. Our girls will have the chance to represent East Bengal and India in Asia the next season. So we would like to use this last opportunity in the Kalinga Super Cup to show our fans that we are dedicated people, professional people, and we know that we understand, as we want to wear their shoes, as I said before, and understanding that East Bengal is a club that if doesn't lift trophies in one season, we can call that the season has not been successful.
Thank you, Coach. We'll end the press conference here. As I was saying, apologies to all the journalists whose questions could not be taken as we were running short of time. And a big thank you to Coach and Mahesh for joining us for the press conference. And all the best for the match tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Thanks to you
Thank you.
guys. Thank you very much.